Hey guys, in this video I'll go over how we can use capturable based project on any mesh and how I've set up this scene to use the plugin. In the plugins folder you'll find the capturable based content. Inside it is our main blueprint responsible for tracking each team's capture progress. We will start by simply dragging this blueprint to the scene. For this base to affect meshes, we need to add affected actors, so we will first drag a mesh to the scene. Now we will add this mesh to the affected actors of the capturable base blueprint. Total base radius represents how far our mask sphere will expand in the world. Basically, we want this number to be big enough to encompass the furthest mesh from the center of the base. Capture time in seconds is how long the player needs to stay in the capture zone to finish capturing the base. We also have the activation zone, which represents an overlap box in which players should stand to capture the base. That is all we need to set up the base. Second piece of the setup is the capture mask material. Our mesh must have an instance of this material set on it. Here we first set the base color texture for neutral, Team A and Team B. Then we can set shared AO and normal, and finally we can control how the emissive sphere edge looks. We don't need to do anything about capturable runtime section, as these are parameters which are calculated at runtime to spread the sphere mask as player is capturing a base. Let's quickly jump to the parent of this instance to see how the material is set up. Here, the meat of it lays in capture mask base color node. This node is a result of interpolation between three texture nodes. One for neutral texture, one for Team A, and one for Team B, using a sphere mask, which is calculated at runtime as player is standing in the capture area. We will go more in depth over this graph in another video. For now, the important part is that you can easily change the input of the material in case we want to use simple colors instead of texture nodes for our meshes. And you shouldn't be afraid of going through this material yourself and changing things. It is fairly simple and intuitive to do so. And that's it for the material as well. The material part basically boils down to creating an instance of capture mask based material, using this instance to set the texture for each team and setting this instance on our mesh. To allow characters to capture the base, it needs to have a team. As this is something unique to a project, we use interfaces to allow project-specific implementation of teams. We will now open the C++ parent of our character blueprint. All we have to do is to implement iBase capturer interface and its getCaptureTeam and setCaptureTeam methods. In our case, we keep a reference to captureTeam. Then, in our getCaptureTeam we return it. In our setCaptureTeam we set it. We call the setCaptureTeam from game mode to assign teams as players join. You will likely want to implement these two methods in a way that suits your project. One final thing we can do with our mesh actors is to listen for events coming from our base. And that's what we are going to do with our BP banner actor. Here, we get a reference of the capturable base. Then, we set this reference to listen to base capture changes, and when the base tells us it is captured, we update the flag material to match the colors of capturing team. Now our flag will also change its color once the base is captured by the green player. That's all for the capture base setup. Project files are available for download on my Patreon. Please let me know if there are any other additional features you'd like to see, and I will see you on the next one.